Do you need to go to court for a coal mining workers' compensation claim? My name is Gemma Bunner. I'm one of the principal lawyers at Shaw & Bunner Legal, and I'm an expert lawyer in the area of coal mining compensation claims. When do you need to go to court? If liability is declined or disputed by the workers' compensation insurer, generally coal mines insurance, then yes, we need to file court proceedings to challenge that decision. More often than not, those sorts of disputes can be resolved without you having to proceed to run the case before a judge of the court. And I would estimate around 90% of matters resolve. Now, where liability is accepted, there are two avenues by which you still may need to go to court. The first of which is a redemption settlement. I'll include a link in the description below that leads to another video that I've done on redemption settlements. A redemption settlement is where you agree to settle up your entitlements with coal mines insurance, and you take a one-off lump sum to part ways. You're giving up your benefits ongoing with the exception of industrial deafness and disease of the lungs, and that settlement needs to be approved by a judge of the district court. Now, that process is in place to protect you as the injured worker, to make sure that the settlement's appropriate, and that as your lawyers, we've explained the full nature of that settlement and that you've understood your options, and that's the way you wish to deal with your benefits and entitlements. Another example where you may need to go to court where liability is accepted for your statutory benefits, there may be a common law claim available. A common law claim for damages is often filed in the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and it's claiming damages on the basis that your injuries arose due to the negligence of your employer or a third party, and that involves court proceedings. But again, what we find is that our courts are very focused towards alternate dispute resolution to try to get the parties to reach a resolution without it having to go to a full court hearing before a judge. So again, on average, around 90% of those sorts of matters will settle outside of court, so to speak, without having to have a trial before a judge. Try not to let court deter you from getting advice. Whilst it does seem like a foreign concept, most claims can be resolved without you ever having to proceed to run your case before a judge of the court. If you're uncertain and you're wanting some legal advice, then please feel free to reach out to the team at Shaw & Bunner Legal. We're here to help.